Hello everyone, hello again. It's Sophia Lodge once again. Thank you so much for being present with us again on our live with Bia Dias. This live will be about the digital nomadism once again, and we'll talk with Bia Dias. She is the founder of the Porto Santo Nomad Experience village, and she will let us know why she decided to create this village in Porto Santo, which is the other island that belongs to the archipelago of Madeira. Today I'm in a different environment. Like I told you last week, I'm on a travel moment. I flew to Lisbon today, so I'm in an environment here where I have access to internet. So I'm in a coffee shop. It's called Alta Spot. So I could have this live with you as long as we have internet and a smartphone or a computer. It is possible to do anything we want. So thank you once again for being here with us. It's very cold. I have here my coat. I have a scarf. I left Funchal this morning with more or less around 21 degrees. It's really cold for a Madeiran in Lisbon, so I have to be all tied up so I don't feel so cold. But I'm indoors anyway, so it is good. I'll spend here the next few days up to Sunday, returning on Monday to Funchal. So I will attend a summit, an event that will take more or less 3 days, and of course taking course here in the mainland, more precisely in Santarém, regarding digital marketing, which is our area and also our subjects. So once again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for making these lives interesting and very comforting. It's always nice to feel that we have an audience in the back. Thank you so much for being here every week, and we'll find out about Bia Dias. Let me see where she is. Let me see if I can call her. Again, I need my glasses, and that's always there. So I'm going to invite. There she is. She was already invited. So let's see if she comes in. I have already invited her. There she is.
Oh,
Hello.
wait, on camera.
Hi, Bia. You have to
I
swap to the other side. Hi, how are you,
yeah,
Bia?
that's it
Thank you
now.
so much for being here with us again. Today in a different environment for me, but everything is possible when we have the internet. So thank you so much for accepting to be with us today on our live. I know that you are a very busy woman as well. We're going to give a bit to the discovery and find out what Bia Dia does during her daytime. She is a very, very busy woman. She's always flying around. And she took some time to be with us here today. So I will leave the word to Bia. I would like her to let us know, to the ones that are here and also to the ones that will view us later on, because we have this different of time between the world, and we know that our digital nomads, they watch our lives later on when they find it suitable. If we find anyway, before Bia starts to introduce herself, if we have someone here watching us that would find interesting to share this live with some other friends, or some people that they think that would find this the content of our live today interesting, please feel free to share it. Okay, we are very much obliged for your sharing and for spreading the word of the digital nomadism on Madeira Island and also Porto Santo Island. Bia Dias, that you have the microphone now. You can you can introduce yourself, and then we will start this fantastic live with you.
Hello, everyone. So I might need your help, Sophia, because one thing that I hate is talking about myself. So
Okay.
I'm going to give you a help to ask me some questions, and I'm just going to reply them. It's going to be
Fantastic.
much
No problem. I'm good at
too
questions.
for
I'm good at questions. So, tell me about your growing, where you come from, um, what you do on your work basis. I already said a bit that you are always flying, but
yeah.
tell our audience so we can find out why, and also understand why you decided to found the digital nomad village in Porto Santo. So tell us a bit about that.
Okay, so about me, I was born in Porto Santo. So for me, choosing Porto Santo as a destination to do something and to try and bring in digital nomads to the island made all the sense because it was the island when I was born in, and I would live there until I was 18 and went to the university. So yeah, I was born in Porto Santo. I went to college and then I quit it along the way because I didn't think that was the right choice for me. And I lived a bunch of lives, and my last life was working. I worked at the airport in Lisbon for 2 years and a half. Then I was flying with TAP as a flight attendant. And when COVID came, I started my business. And I started a business. I'm a virtual assistant, so I do a bit of marketing, social media management, and course launching for my clients. And as when I was working remotely, 100% remotely on my business, I decided that I wanted to go a bit to Porto Santo because I have my family there. The weather is much better in winter. So I went to Porto Santo when all the fuss about Madeira Digital Nomad Village in Ponta do Sol was going on. So I was very decided that I wanted to bring a bit of the digital nomad living to Santo. And I went to Ponta do Sol and met Gonçalo there and told him I want to bring digital nomads to Porto Santo. At the beginning, he wasn't very into it because he didn't have the best um, viewings about Porto Santo just because he was never there and people told him wrong. So yeah, I told them no. Porto Santo has everything they need to have nomads. So let's do this. And in 2 weeks, we decided to create a Porto Santo Nomad Experience to bring nomads from Madeira to Porto Santo, for them to know the island, see that it's possible to live and work from there. And in 2 weeks, we organized everything, and we took 100 nomads from Madeira to Porto Santo in just 2 weeks organizing it. It was huge. It was an incredible activity. I think we have some people that I've seen that entered there that was there on the first edition, and it was incredible. It was great organizing it, and it was great to have a lot of people in Porto Santo uh, consuming in local businesses, helping local economy, and yeah, that was the first step to have nomads in Porto Santo. After that, I was in contact with Startup Madeira, and they invited me to bring the project more in a regular base to Porto Santo instead of just organizing once and then to have nomads there for longer. Yeah, that's how we managed to bring people from Madeira to Porto Santo, nomads. And the year after, we started the project having nomads all year round. It's usually a seasonal project. So in between June and September, we usually don't operate because it's hard to get accommodation for a fair price in Porto Santo for the summer. So it's more kind of a winter, autumn, spring thing.
Fantastic. That's more or less anyway what these what our digital nomads are looking for, because in the summer they also have good weather elsewhere and in other parts of the world, or even back home when they go and visit their families. The winter is probably what they look for, a very a place with a very average temperature and a very mild climate like we have in Madeira, but also in Port Santo. So all our viewers that are saying hello, 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 let me just have a look at our comments here. So thank you so much for greeting us, for being present. And that's really it. What you were saying. The idea of dynamizing your village is more into the autumn winter, because the weather is very very good, and that is what you need, isn't it? You need to fill in places on Madeira Island and in Porto Santo, where our nomads feel comfortable, cozy with our mild temperatures. Because back home or in other parts of the world, or let's say in Europe, during winter, it's almost unbearable to be outside, to go outside, and be able to not only to work but also to go on other activities, right? I think that's it. And what does Porto Santo offer? Why did you choose? You chose Porto Santo obviously because you are from Porto Santo and you know the island so well. But you know what are the advantages of having a digital nomad village in Porto Santo. So tell us about what is Porto Santo after all as an island. What does Porto Santo offer to our digital nomads?
Yeah. Opposite of what people usually think, Porto Santo has a lot to offer, not just the beach. Of course, the beach is the absolute liberis of the island. So everyone that knows Porto Santo knows it because it's the best European destination beach. A lot of awards prove it, and a lot of people know that. But Porto Santo has a lot of things to offer regarding nature. Of course, when you go to Porto Santo, you don't want to spend your time in the movies or in a supermarket or in a mall. You want to be connected to nature. And if you are a nature person, Porto Santo is for you. So you have the beach, you have a lot of things happening on the water, you have water sports, you have a lot of natural pools. You have a lot of hikes that you can do around the island. Of course, not as much as you have in Madeira, but we can't even compare.
You
But
also
even
have the horses. You've got the horses, isn't
yeah,
it?
you
There's so many beautiful things that
really good.
anyone can do in Porto Santo, and do a sort of a mingle between Madeira and Porto Santo, because there is a ferry. It's very important for our viewers to know there is a ferry that goes daily. Well, in the winter time, they go once a day, right? They go in the morning and then they come in the evening. But then if they stay like 1 month or 2 months, they can always visit Madeira and come back at the end of the day and be more within the nature, right? There are
Now this year we have something that it was the first time the Porto Santo had a low-cost airline flying too. So we had for the whole summer EasyJet flights twice a week. And then EasyJet is maintaining their direct flights from Lisbon to Porto Santo in a very fair prices for the whole winter. So now
fantastic.
you can get to Porto Santo not only through Madeira but also directly through Porto Santo. And we heard that there might also be some EasyJet flights coming from London, but I think they haven't started yet.
Yes. So there are no excuses, right? So
No excuses.
the airspace, let's say, is getting wider. So it is possible to fly directly to Port Santo nowadays more than it was before. For the first time in many years, the winter in this coming winter in Port Santo is going to be open. So I mean, tourism-wise, so this means that that the Porto Santo is going into another level. So it's leaving behind the seasonal holiday
Yeah, for sure.
destination, and it's getting a whole day a whole year destination, which is fantastic. So that's why I found very important for Bia Dias to be here, because she is, let's say, the ambassador for all the digital nomads that desire to visit Porto Santo, and she gets daily emails, questioning and wanting to know about Porto Santo, right? What is more or less the statistic? Let's say the demand, has it increased along
I,
this,
I haven't seen with numbers, but for last year, we started it between October and December. Then we stopped a bit between January and February, and then we came back on March. And the second season of it, like between March and May, it was much bigger than the first one, yeah. But even in Madeira, we usually see the numbers are bigger between those months than the autumn months.
Yes, fantastic. Yeah, that's it. But also, like Startup Madeira sometimes also says is that they say that sometimes the ones that are registered that have inquired through Startup Madeira, or even directly to you or to another village, sometimes they get multiplied because the first ones come, they find it so fantastic and so awesome, like the Americans say, and they end up bringing the other ones and saying, look, you need to come. And that's the life of a digital nomad, and that's the geographical freedom that allows people to go from one place to another without any problem. And next day they just took a plane and they land in Porto Santo and in Madeira to spend a period of remote work. So that is really an immense advantage of this combination of these two islands. And I could not have Bia Dias here with us today. She is going to be in an event with us. We are organizing an event at the end of January. She's also going to be present. She's going to go a bit more deep on the village, on the nomad village in Porto Santo. So stay tuned and follow our social media, and we will start announcing not so long. Not so long. So stay tuned for you to hear more about what the event we're going to launch next year, beginning of next year, and Bia is going to be present. I would like to thank you so much for being here with us today, taking a bit of your time. You're so busy time.
No problem. It's an honor.
Thank you so much. Really, it is very appreciated. Thank you so much to all our viewers as well, for the ones that have taken also a bit of their time to be here with us, and the ones that will see us later on when they are released from their activities. So we'll carry on next week with another guest. We're having another lady next week. She's called. I will not say. I will not say who she is. It will be. It will be. Actually, it's not a girl. It is a man. It's our first. Our first guest, our first male guest that's going to be present with us, and he's also a very important key on the support to digital nomadism in Madeira Island. So stay tuned. Focus on our posting for next week, and you will find out. Thank you so much, Bia.
No problem.
Once again,
For having me.
and we will talk soon. Okay.
Welcome.
Bye bye to everybody. Bye. Bye.
Bye.